Pep Talk UK, Pro Bees, touchdown back in London town. And I'm delighted to be joined by the head of the MTK Foundation, boxing expert and ESPN Plus analyst, Spencer Fearon. Well drippy today, man. We talk about the drip off air, man. You ain't gonna show them. You gonna show them?
That's all good, man. There you go. There you go.
All
there
right.
You go.
Big drip.
It's not, man. It's not. It's investment. I would say to anyone to go out and buy a watch, certain watches, certain Rolexes. Like, you got certain guys that really do hold their prices. Like, certain day dates hold their prices really well, which are only going to go up in value because they're going to get discontinued. Like the Sky Dwellers, like this one here. You know what I mean? The chocolate or the Herodian one hold their price, hold their value. So I would say to like, if you're gonna buy these things, don't buy these just to say, yeah, you got them and like on a boastful thing. Buy them and put them down. You know what I mean? And then you could become a collector, and you could have like X amount of watches that they're only gonna appreciate and not depreciate. So I would say those are the things that you should be looking at. On the reels, that touch on property. You know what I mean? Cryptocurrency is very, very volatile. So you have to know what you're doing. I know a lot of people that have lost a lot of money on it. I know a lot of people that have earned money from it. But you can't go wrong with bricks and mortar. You can't.
Yes. That's
people always want,
for a lot of people. Yeah.
People always want somewhere to live. But the biggest investment is the one that you make on yourself.
All right. Okay, Spencer, we've got to talk about the news that broke yesterday. Errol Spence has a tear in his left eye and is out of that massive fight with Manny Pacquiao, 8-weight world champion. Wow. What was your initial reaction to that news?
Let's talk history, right? All right. In 1981, Sugar Ray Leonard boxed Tommy Hearns in September of 81 and stops Tommy Hearns in the 14th round. After the fight, he suffers a detached retina. You know what I mean? He has one more fight against Bruce Finch, then he retires. At that time, Sugar Ray Leonard was a WBA and WBC champion. Now let's talk that Errol Spence, who is IBF and was the IBF and WBC champion.
WBC, yeah.
He's a unified champion, similar to Sugar Ray Leonard. Has, was it a damaged retina right now?
That's right. A tear in his left retina.
A damaged retina. So I'm saying, like, what more bad luck does that guy need? He was in a horrific car crash that, through the grace of God, he came out alive. Now he's got a torn retina. And I've seen the sparring footage which you sent to me, you know what I mean, from Aki Box. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I watched that, and I can't really read much into that because sparring. And I guarantee you, I was Roy Jones, Sugar Ray Leonard, and Muhammad Ali wrapped in one in sparring. So I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? And I didn't amount to anything. So I'm not gonna really take that in too much. But it seems like obviously it must have been sparring that he really damaged his retina. I wish him a speedy recovery. But now we got Ugas has got the fight with Manny Pacquiao, and I'm telling everybody that Ugas has the tools to beat Manny Pacquiao because he's an awkward fighter. He's strong. He's big at the weight, and he's a very, very clever boxer. With Errol Spence is ridiculously strong, very talented, but not as skilled as Ugas. I would say that Ugas is more skilled than Errol Spence, but Errol Spence is a phenomenal fighter. But I'm saying, like, styles make fights. And can Manny Pacquiao get up for this fight against Ugas? Right, I'm telling you, we're looking at a banana skin, because when the Errol Spence Manny Pacquiao fight was first announced, I was going Manny hard, saying, oh, Manny's going to beat him. And that was simply because in the Danny Garcia fight that Errol Spence had, he didn't overly impress me, but I'm also looking at, you know what I mean, the traumatic things that he's come through. So don't be surprised that Ugas doesn't beat Manny Pacquiao.
Many people are saying he hasn't beaten anybody notable at welterweight.
And they're right, he hasn't. But he gave Sean Porter a run, a very good run. And it's a live Sean Porter as well. And like, yeah, like I said, we'll see what's going to happen.
Mm. What do you kind of, some people are saying, look, you know, what happened to Errol Spence with this eye injury might be a bit of karma, because when he fought Kell Brook, he made a comment to Kell Brook saying that he's going to damage the other eye. If you remember that comment.
Yeah,
so,
I do. Yeah, I mean,
is this karma?
Maybe it is, but you know what? You got to be careful of the things that come out your mouth, because sometimes things can come back round to you and bite you on your bum. And maybe that's what's happened to him. I don't know.
Yeah. Just to close on this subject, are we see him? He's going to be out for a while, right? I mean, Lord knows when he's going to start sparring again. Are we going to see the best of Errol Spence ever again? Car crash, tearing his retina.
You know what? I hope so, because I don't believe that Errol Spence has peaked yet. And that's that. I think there were certain things within his lifestyle which was documented that he's addressed. And I hope that that Errol sorts himself out. The eye will heal. He'll still get that big fight, because the Manny Pacquiao fight was the biggest fight of his career. But he gets those kind of named opponents for him to go in against and come out successfully. I think it's kind of sad what has happened, but I don't think we've seen the best of Errol Spence. I think there's more to come from Errol Spence if he's permitted to fight again.
Does this sort of like, is this a reminder to say that, look, when it's a massive fight like the Terence Crawford fight, just get it done, because no one knows what the future guarantees.
You know what? That's what I'm saying, just get it done. But whereas they're earning so much money without each other, right? It could be one of those ones there. So we shall see. We shall see what's going to happen.
Yeah. I know Crawford didn't like the talk that Errol Spence was saying that, look, you got to take a cut, 70-30, I'm the big fish.
You know what? I hear that talk.
Yeah.
He's entitled to his opinion. And for 1 second, what do you want, brother? All right, I'll get you a drink in a second. Right? So I think that he's entitled to say what he wants to say. And Errol Spence is entitled to think what he wants to think. But I think that's the thing that's kind of spoiling boxing. Like in the old days, especially in the 80s, guys were willing and keen to fight each other. Don't get twisted, they were financially rewarded, but they were willing and keen to fight each other. Unfortunately, now it's like everybody, which is not wrong, when they believe in their value and they stick to their guns. But I'm saying, like, if I was in a weight division, I'd want to pit myself against the best, right? I'd want to pit myself against the best and then take it from there.
All right, just to kind of conclude, Spencer, Joshua Buatsi, you know, under the guidance of Virgil Hunter, you know, a man you introduced to Joshua, takes on Bolotniks this weekend, right? A chance to showcase for Buatsi in a tough fight.
It's a good fight.
Yeah.
It's a good fight. I got Joshua Buatsi coming out victorious, but you've got to realize, see, this Bolotniks youth, he's coming to fight him.
Yeah, I've seen him.
I just want you to know that he is coming to fight, right? And knowing Joshua Buatsi, you don't take a backward step. And like, he'd engage in a boxing match with you, but then you clap him, then it all goes out the window, and then he wants to fight you. So this is going to be a very, very intriguing fight. I still got Joshua Buatsi winning. He's at a better pedigree, a better amateur pedigree. He's around a more experienced coach, right? And the next thing, Virgil Hunter doesn't get the credit that he deserves. But when you speak to other trainers in America, how they speak about Virgil, they got him up there. Trust me on that one, right? So, and I think Josh is learning. I spoke to him a few days ago. He's learning, and I think that he's gonna go do some great stuff, and it's gonna be a fantastic fight. I'm tuning into that fight, man, and you can't go wrong. £1.99 for 31 days. Do the maths. You ain't paying more than 6.5p to go watch that fight on Saturday. So I would just for the mere fact of that, it's a great fight anyway. You got to tune in on the zone to watch that.
All right. Lastly, right, we're not going to do drink champs. Yeah, I'm not going to keep you that long. All right. Maya Jama, she was getting criticism, right, about her presenting over the weekend.
Yeah.
What did you make of that? Because that's a talking point at the moment.
Well, it's nonsense. It's nonsense. And let me tell you this, yeah? Eddie Hearn knows what he's doing when he put Maya Jama in, right? Have you seen that social media following?
Yeah, it's in the M's. Right? In the M's.
Right. Okay, right. It's M's, right? So this number one, right? So Maya Jama is getting criticized. I've noticed that any female that gets put into that position gets criticized. The I'll tell you, is really good. The Laura, who they use.
She's I mean, I used to work with her down at Sky, right?
Yeah. So like, but she's wicked, right? But Maya Jama's up there. Maya Jama's not there to be a presenter. Maya Jama's there to get more eyeballs on the team, right? Aesthetically, she's a very beautiful human being, right? She palms over on both cultures. She's accessible to this new multicultural Britain that we're so solemnly trying to promote. And she's only going to get better. She's only going to get better. So give the girl a chance to grow. Don't stop the girl. Do not stop the girl and try and fight her down when she's in a position right now to do something. And I think she's going to grow and do something good. Because I'm not making no comparison, but I know other females, when they came into the game, they were rubbish. And that's that. No. I'm being real. They were rubbish. So all of a sudden now they're gonna jump on Maya Jama and say that, oh, Maya Jama ain't no good. Oh, she ain't no good. What are they criticizing her for? She's just there asking simple questions and pushing it out. So I'm saying they gotta allow her, give her time to grow. As simple as that. But because it's a new entity anyway, and everyone's thinking that Eddie Hearn's trying to take over the whole thing and you're gonna get a fight down anyway, right? You're going to get a fight down anyway. So whilst you're getting a fight down, that is it. So they're saying she's getting a lot of criticism. Who's she getting criticized from? Go ask yourself that. Because I know how this thing works, you know. Allow the young lady for her to grow. As simple as that. Allow her to grow. And she's going to grow. And you know what? No big thing. Maya, it's easy to get my number, you know. And I can educate you on everything that you need to know on boxing. Yeah, I mean, no qualms, don't watch no face, happily married man with beautiful kids, right? So, I mean, and plus I know some, right? So I'm not in no mix up, right? But I'm just being real. It's like, it's wrong that people want to criticize her in the way that they're so vehemently criticizing her when I've seen other females who've come into boxing, right? And never get that kind of fight down. I wonder why. I rest my case, man. Big up Maya Jama, man. I'm supporting you hard. Keep on doing your thing.
A few people have said, why doesn't the zone boxing and Eddie Hearn swap their roles around and let Laura be sitting with Bellew because she's got a little bit more boxing knowledge, and then Maya Jama just asks the fighters, you know, their thoughts on the fight.
I hear that, but who's bigger than who? It's a numbers game. Who's bigger than who? Laura ain't big like Maya Jama. I'm just going to be real. She's not big like Maya Jama. You know what I mean? Maya Jama's everywhere you go, she's sitting still. So I hear that, but you know what? It's embryonic stages and they got to reevaluate things and twist and turn things and blah. But I mean, they give them time to grow and it's going to grow. And I think they should give her a chance to grow in her role. You know what I mean? Give her a chance to grow in her role. And more so, it's like, sometimes it's not even you, it's like your production team and you got your earpiece in. Come on, I worked in TV for nearly 20 years, right? So people be shouting out certain things to you as well. So don't just blame her or look on her and say she's that bad. I watch it, you know what I mean? I'm no disrespect. I'm not looking at the show per se. I'm looking at the fights. I'm not looking at the production. I don't care what other people are saying on off camera or what the pundits are saying. I'm going to be real. I don't listen to them. I'm more interested in watching the fights and how the fights become more organic and they're doing their thing. So, I mean, allow Maya Jama, that's what I'm saying. Allow her.
Your last thoughts on how Fight Camp has gone? Exclusive?
It's just to what I'm watching right now just seems like a newer version of Sky. But what I do like is the fact that they're bringing in like the YouTubers who are putting in that graft. They're being very diverse now after people had to complain about the lack of diversity. You know what I mean? They're doing that. I've enjoyed watching it. You know what I mean? I've enjoyed the shows. I don't think the shows are bad. I've enjoyed the shows. But because it's in Eddie Hearn's backyard, it's just like I watch a Sky show. Until when we start getting the shows which we're going to get a fantastic show October 9th when we're going to get Smith versus Fowler. When we see it outside, then we're going to know. You know what I mean? And how it aesthetically looks and the feeling of it, and then we take it from there. I'm looking forward to it, man. But I've enjoyed the show so far. You know what I mean?
All right, cracking stuff. All right, Spencer, man, it's been a pleasure, man.